Hello everyone, welcome back to the Killer Adept series. This is Alpha here, and we're going to be going over the next killer in this series, the Spirit. First, in this video, we're going to go over the lore, power, for unique perks, and add-ons that I'm equipping to try to get her adept in an efficient and timely manner. Okay, first we're going over the lore of Ren Yamakoa. You said her name wrong. Oh god, it's Yamakoa, right? Yamaoka, thank you. I knew it was Yamaoka, I even said it earlier in the practice, but I said it wrong. Yamaoka, I know how to say it, it's just I forgot. Thank you, producer. Thank you, sir. Okay, so the law of the Yamaoka, of Ren Yamaoka. Pretty much Ren went to a prestigious private school in Japan, I believe. Yes, in Japan, I believe. In Japan, Ren went to a private school in Japan, and that ate up her family's expenses. Her father Her father worked a decent job, and her mother actually got ill and started piling up and the bill started piling up. She also, when herself, also started working part time to try to help lighten the load. The debt that the father dealt with grew a lot due to these current problems. And despite the fact that when it's trying to help, it still isn't helping as much. He started going insane, saying about dark whispers. Couldn't sleep. He begged. One day he begged his supervisor in order to give him anything, a promotion, a slight raise, a time off, a bonus, anything, pretty much. But his requests were denied. The company actually found themselves in a pretty good spot, as they needed someone to take accountability for a defective production line that was costing them dearly. Someone that was exactly in Ren's father's situation. He was fired after 22 years of service. When coming home that evening, heard her mother screaming. Come home to her mother screaming. She parked her as she was parking her bike. She rushed and hurried up to try to go to her parents' room, but then she found bits and pieces of her mother in the ground. The limbs were clear cut and got in an unnatural position. That's when a sharp katana came down on her. She blocked it with a bare forearm. She blocked it with her forearm, only to be shocked about who was wielding the katana. It was her father herself. She begged him to stop, but he didn't. She rushed up and tried to raise herself back up from the ground, from the floor. She stumbled back after another hit with the katana. Only imagining what her mother's limbs would do for her. Not imagining seeing her mother's tangled limbs before her. She charged at her father, making him stumble. He countered by punching her abdomen, and she reclined in pain. She fell back to the floor, trying to get back up. Trying to get back up, he began cutting her, slashing her body. She started crawling towards the stairs. He grabbed her and yanked her to a penitent. The glass impacted and she fell to landing on one floor below. She heard feel, she heard the footsteps above her. With effort, she started trying to make way into a sea of broken glass. The glass began whipping at her skin. All she was motivated by the fact that he would not get away what he done to her. But he would not get away what he done to her mother. Coughing up in blood in an injured position, her heartbeat began to slow. Her body began to die. The ground shook with her father's footsteps. All she could really hear. She knew she wasn't gonna live and make it this life, but she no longer really cared. She would make him pay, her father, this life or the next. A dark fog slowly veiled her eyes, but it did not subdue her rage. She would not rest, not yet. The darkness continued with the young Yamaoka, promising blood and revenge. The oath was made, and Ren closed her eyes, possibly forever. Next, my dear viewers, we are going to go over her power. A brief explanation would also visual cues to better help survivors. To help you go play as her and play against her. Yamaoka Haunting. Actually, using the special, holding down the left trigger on console, but I believe it's the special ability. It's the special. Oh, right click. It's right click. I'm being told on console, even though I play her, so I should know. But you know, that's how it works. And then I believe it's. Oh, it's right. It's left trigger for consoles, right click on PC, and then on Nintendo Switch. It's something, but we're not gonna worry about that. I think it's right click again too on Nintendo Switch. Left click? I know it was right click. Oh yeah, right. I know. I see it in my head. But either way, I think it's a special ability, right? Button. Yeah, okay, it's the power button. So it's whatever you have as the power button. I think the special ability, right? Or is it the? I don't know. I'm trying to because Ghostface's special ability is the crouch. No, that's the active ability button. Yeah, you're right. The power button. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll go back. Forgive us about that. I want to make sure that. Forgive me about that. Okay, let's start that over. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll be going over Yamaoka's power. Yamaoka Haunting. Hitting the power button on your controller, PC, Nintendo Switch, Stadia, whatever this game's on, will initiate a phase lock after a few seconds to charge. The spirit will leave her physical skin and go into a phase ward, or leaving behind the husk of the spirit. While holding down this button, your hands will begin to do a straightforward. Your hands will do animation, but the survivor cannot see this. I mean, I think survivor can only see this so slightly. So you begin to phase walk, put your hands outwards. During this phase walk, you can no longer see survivor straight in front of you. You can no longer see survivor straight in front of you. The spirit now has an increased movement speed. Actually, is 24 movement speed base, but during this, I believe she's faster. She's faster than 115 kilos. Don't quote me on that though. Spirit is in phase, like base phase is faster than 115 kilos, right? That would actually be smart. Okay. We're gonna restart this again. I do feel like I need to go with movement speed. The only reason I haven't been going over it in the past ones because I haven't got a slow killer. The only one I got is Hunters. And even then I said, I haven't played hard. Yeah, but then I think I should. I didn't. 24 meters, and she's 4.4. Oh, 1. Oh, 10. Oh, 110 in power. Out of. Really? I thought she was faster. Is that base or no? I knew she was faster. I know. No, I think it's slower than New Age. Is it? I should know this, but I may think that's wrong. I think that's wrong, but I could be wrong. Okay, so base 6, so... Oh, uncloaked, what do you... I meant cloaked. That's what I was getting confused, that's my bad. Yeah. That's what, so we had the same idea, we just told it in 2 different ways. Okay. So, let's go over what I'm gonna say. When Yamaoka, we're gonna now go over again Yakumo's power. Yamaoka's haunting. The spirit using the power button can activate phasing, what most people call it, but it's technically called Yamaoka's haunting. During this phase, the start of phase animation, your hands will begin to like do like a grab. Will begin to move in a spasm. Yeah, we'll begin to have a spasm and move into a more strict frontal position in front of the spirit. After charging it, the spirit will leave behind her husk or herself in the background. The survivor will not be able to see the current spirit, the spirit phase walking. So we'll have to guess approximately if you're phase walking or not. Or if you're just standing still, which is a common mind game. A common mind game on this killer. The spirit, while phasing, can now freely move to a new location at a much faster rate. She is 110 base speed, but she moves to 160 during phase base without add-ons. 176 base kit without add-ons. This allows her to, despite being a slower killer, the slower killer speed of 110, allow her to have map control like no other killer. Arguably, Light only has just better map control. Get to him later. She still, while phasing, can still interact with the environment. So you'll hear grass on the ground, or you hear like light things at the time. And she can still hear things on the ground, like the survivor walking into the grass. These means that she totally, and since she can't see survivors during phase, as they totally disappear, she has to go guess on sound and predictions. Speaking of the ultimate mind game killer. Can she, I believe she can see blood during phase, or am I wrong? Yeah, she can't. Scratch farm. She cannot see blood. She cannot see blood in base kid spirit. However, to make up for this, she can see scratch marks in order to allow her to get free, better mobility and guessing on where the survivors have been. The spirit also produces a audible cue at her current location, and once the power ends, the spirit attacks out of phase, ends the phase lock to attack out of phase. The spirit retains the movement speed for a bit, and is often used to increase her lunge. Her husk also fades away as she currently comes back to our current plane. The many ways survivors can check if you're phase walking is the spirit can be actually blinded. Since the spirit can be blinded while standing still, a lot of survivors will use a flashlight battery to flash at you in order to check if you're phasing. And then once it does not blind, they realize that since the husk cannot be blinded itself, they'll know you're phasing or not. The best way to counter this is to try to do the best way to counter that kind of playstyle is look away, because then they'll often have to outposition themselves in order to flashlight blind you. Although her power is very simple, it's very complex. It can be very complex to use to play as and against. Although a lot of people do just tend to stand still due to the spirit passive phasing effect. Passive phasing effect, which means she constantly appears to be phasing, in her eye animation, which makes it confusing to tell if she's phasing or just baiting for baiting a hit. And however, one thing that is important to know that if the spirit ball totally depletes, it has to go all the way back to fully charge in order to use again. Next, we're going to go over Yanyaba Oka, or the spirit's teachable perks, and the perks I will be using for this Adept challenge. Spirit Fury. Each pallet you break to the max of 2, but tier 1 and 2 it can be 3. After breaking those pallets, the next time you are stunned by a pallet, the entity will instantly break the pallet. However, you still suffer for the stun effect penalty. This perk is not that great on Spirit, but can be amazing on other killers, as it pretty much ends loops at times. Although, ends looping potential. Although you do need Enduring to properly get benefit from this perk. It's great for killers like Trapper, pretty much brute force killers like M1ers that can't play around a pallet, and killers that can instantly destroy pallets if they can't get a hit, like Demo, Oni in Power, both Hillbilly and Cannibal, and also the newly added Nemesis can benefit, although it is a unique playstyle. It is more of a unique playstyle compared to others. It's a great perk and a great perk added to the set, and I recommend using it. Hex. Next perk is Hex Haunted Grounds. There are 2 Hex totems that will spawn in the trial. Either of these 2 totems, which will be shown here if you don't know what a Hex totem is cleansed by the survivor, which is also going to be shown. All survivors suffer from the exposed aspect for 60 seconds. The remaining Hex totem becomes a adult totem. This totem is kind of situational, but can be very fun on builds designed around hexes. Still a great perk by itself, but it's mostly used as a combo perk, as a way to dissuade people from trying to do totems. There's a lot of people who do Hex Ruin Undying, Haunted Grounds in order to hopefully bait people into doing Hex totems, and hopefully you get Hex Haunted Grounds before getting Hex Ruin. A very luck-based perk, but when it actually gets activated while mid-chaser and a fully health survivor, it can lead to amazing snowball potential. This perk is often great on killers that are forced to use the M1, or killers that can travel around the map quickly in order to get free downs, like Nurse, Blight, Spirit herself, and others. There's literally no limit to who can use this perk. As anyone that can use this perk, as any kid who can use this perk can still be effective. Just two different effects. Next, and the final perk of the spirit is Rancor. Unlock the level 40. Rancor is level 40, Haunted Grounds is level 35, Spirit Fury is 30. Rancor makes the killer assessed with one survivor. You will always be assessed due to the recent change to Exception, as there's always Exception no matter what now. Each time a generator is completed, you see the Exception's aura for 3 seconds. It will pop up on your screen. Each time a generator is completed, all survivors' locations are reviewed for you for 3 seconds. The survivor can see your aura for 3 seconds. I want to make sure that's clear. I think I made it sound like you can see the survivor's aura for 3 seconds. The Exception, can see your aura for 3 seconds. Each time that a gen is completed, all survivors are reviewed for you for 3 seconds by a little pop-up. Once all the generators are powered, the session has the smoke side effect and can be instantly mowed no matter what. The killer can only be obsessed with one survivor at a time. Next, we're gonna go over. First, I'm gonna go over how kind of situation this book is. It could be very great, fun to use, but it's very situational and often better perks outshine it. As a lot of people who want to get a Mori off will often use Devour Hope in order to do better, but since this is kind of just a hopefully I can get another kill perk if my Exception is still alive. Still an interesting perk, but probably needs, I don't even know, a buff, but can be used on any killer. So at least his ability isn't limited. Before I go over the add-ons, I'm going to just go over how the spirit plays, how good she is. She's very good, spoiler alert, in this next session. Spirit Yamaoka is a very good killer in a decently placed area. She does have stuff that can be annoying. Her 2 passive phase add-ons often increase a very terrible playstyle of just standing still and never actually using her power. And can be very annoying to play against and as. I mean, not as, play against as a lot of people don't understand her mind game in order to get hit. And the passive phasing is kind of just dumb. A lot of people call it very little skill. I do believe she's more skillful than a lot of people believe, but I do understand where they're coming from. Because a lot of people do play this killer in ineffective ways, and are often considered boring. I don't know how we would even fix this, as the recent change of this on this day of this recording, the PTD for PTD, I don't remember which number, for Trickster, I believe the Trickster buffs is out, and they nerfed the perk that's commonly associated with Spirit. That's often used with a lot of spirits. Strider. You'll remember that from the Nurse Adept video. How excited I was really good with her. A lot of people, Strider's being nerfed, so pretty much Iron Will, a perk that was used to counter, that was pretty much made useful for Strider, as Strider was only used to counter Iron Will no longer be affected by Strider, effectively killing the perk. It's going to be interesting how good Spirit is after this. I don't think it will change that much, but it will be very harder to actually track people as Spirit. So we might see her play numbers and like her win average go down. But other than that, she's a very great killer. Not easy to learn, but very easy to misunderstand and get into a bad playstyle. She can be very fun to learn, and even though she doesn't take as much as other high tier killers, she's still a great killer, and she will be respected no matter what. Next, I'm going to go over the add-ons that I'm using for this current build. Dirty, I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to. continuously increases the haunting movement speed. Due to the increased movement speed during haunting, I'm also increasing it a little bit in order to increase how fast I can go around the map and anything, since I have no gen regress books. The next one also increases the power recovery, pretty much how I have to refill the ball in order to get my power back. That's what it's pretty much helping against. These add-ons are pretty simple, but her add-ons are really great. She has some of the best add-ons in the game. Her add-ons just do everything, pretty much. And this is the add-on that makes Survivor's Blood Points visible. I think it's a great add-on, I just don't want to use it, I feel like. This blood could be very hit or miss. But this add-on's always good, so. So, and then the 5th year, because Spirit was like level something, so I've been pretty close to her. So that's pretty much it. Her add-ons are very simple, so I don't really need to show examples of what they do. It's just increase certain nano value with the hue. So I hope you enjoyed so far this breakdown, and let's hope we can get some good Adept games. See you when we win the match. Alpha back. Okay guys, we're back in a match. Let's hope we can do this one. It's on that side of the map, so this side of the map. That could be bad. Ooh, someone's sabotaging all my hooks. They probably are. Oh, I should have broken this pallet window. That was a nice try. Play song. I just know how to play Spirit. I have sound like eagles. Then I missed the ledge. That was stupid of me. It's fine though, I still got it, but it's funny. This is not gonna work out for you, Fleur. Oh, Claire is playing dumb. Did not work out for you, Claire. Did you just get back on the gen while I did it in front of you? She's trying to play aggressive against the Spirit that wants to get her Adept. Also, I forgot I have. I hate the fact that like Spirit Fury just kind of exists on this killer. I can't really use it since I don't want to get stunned. I ain't doing that gen fast. It can be a good safety net, but I just don't think it's that great. Just doing gens like crazy. It is a saloon, so it's gonna be hard because saloon's actually, despite being, I don't know why people call it killer-sided. It's really not. Yeah. Oh hi, Claire. How do you? Oh, okay. This might not be possible just due to the sheer fact that they're just doing gens way too quickly. This is literally not a good time to talk about this. Gameplay. Stop trying to... Bro, stop trying to get me to hit you. I don't even think I ball. I think you just really all that dumb. Maybe break this as God power. This gameplay is not going so well. Oh yeah, oh I should let you got that. I need to slug a lot. I don't know. How did you still get... Okay. We're just doing gens repeatedly. We're not even actually saving the teammates at this point. This is just gen rushes. I think this is a team, not a good team, but you don't need to be good when you got a team. How? How are they still on this gen? They're just always on this gen. I love this map, despite the fact that it's... This girl's literally not making any sound in front of me. It's literally 99, it's in almost 99. Great. Yeah, I literally just lost you guys. Okay. Wait, what? I was holding it down. There's no commentary, there's like nothing. Oh great, they finally got a haunted grounds. Yeah, we got this fuck off. Yeah, defib because I used the book. Okay. That was just a bad match. I'll probably not include this one. Unless it's I'm too quiet. I don't have any commentary. It's fine. So in round 2. This is a better map. I have a lot of palettes, but I can play around them. Although my totems might not be taken down fast. This is what it feels like when you have no gen defense. I was hoping for haunted grounds, I'm not gonna lie. I wanna wait for my power, that's one of the I'm doing. Oh, it actually went this way. They actually did that, kind of confusing. Yeah. I figured that's always I was trying to mind game. Hopefully that was relatively fast. I don't actually know. A giant still could be done, I don't know about it, but... There you go! That might be a free down. No, drop out. Just walk towards me. I just thank you. Simplest, I'm guessing. Drop pallet, that's good. That was actually decent, baby. Thank you for dropping every drop pallet. This guy just... I want. Frick, frick, frick. I want to go for. She already has a hook stay. I'm gonna drop this fella. No! Oh, frick. I needed that down. Making mistakes. Like I can't make mistakes. Making too many mistakes. That's a gen gun. I don't know what gen though. Also, they never did the hex one. What? This is not a small strategy, dude. I know what he's gonna try to do. What? Okay. I'm guessing. I was like, what the heck? I never. Okay. Hey, a cook. Ooh. Oh fuck! I'm messing up really badly. Is she above me? Oh no, she walked around me. Also, that second wind, I think. This is a fast down. I might be able to cut this. Salvage this. Yeah, dead on. What? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this guy was good enough to have dead on. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't really want to be mean there. I'm not even trying to be mean there. I just didn't think it would be that good enough. Yeah, there's no. There's nothing. I'm not getting anything at that. It sucks. I wanted that. That's another fuck. I didn't get to do anything with. It's very hard not to camp on this map. Because most of the map is so close together. Yeah, I know it. Probably with soldiers. You're gonna be like... Yeah. Okay. Only one place you can go. No! I needed her to... I need to be closer, that's my own fault. Frick, how did they do that hint still? Also, oh wait, no, I'm flipping far now. Wait, what? Yeah, I was right. Decently right. Frick, what am I gonna do? Am I just not doing enough? I don't think I'm doing enough. That's gotta be it, I'm not doing enough. That's fine. I need to find Jen. There you go. Actually, hold her. I need to get used to it. I think I'm just messing up my... I just don't remember the sounds. I need to leave. Interesting, you knew I was phasing. No, man, I don't think you knew anything. I thought he was a mastermind for one sec. He's not playing bad. Like, I'm not trying to insult him, but like he just weird. It's hard not to camp. Not because I want to camp, but like it's just hard not to camp on this map since everything's so close. So I have to leave. Go check all my gens. Oh. I know he's at, but I have to wait for him to save. I have to make sure he saves. I heard him there too. That's fine. I heard him here too. He might actually be gone. Someone was there. I'm scared about hatch, I don't. I think I could see hatch with phasing. I should know all this stuff. I really should. Oh, probably it's probably like right above, so. Just a trap. Come on, game, please. Please, no. Yes. I probably should have done it, but I was afraid. I'm scared. I want to get this. I really don't know which one to go. Someone's there. This feels trying 99% in. He was trying with his life to escape for the crown. Why? I think he just makes no sound. I can hear him though, it's just I'm not used to his feet. It's not that I don't hear him, it's just I'm not used to it. I've never heard like just those kind of feet. I never feel like I heard those kind of feet before, you know? Maybe I have it, I'm just, oh, it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough for... I think I camped too much. I wasn't trying to game, it's just... We could break the wall, maybe. I didn't play efficiently enough, that's my problem. Yes! Second attempt! Oh, I'm so scared. I overthink these things sometimes. And well... That makes sense. I think he was a decent one. I think he was the best one. That Jeff, I didn't want to try to insult him. I just didn't think he would have it after what he did in the first match. Okay, so we have Spirit done. Oh! Yeah, the first match was pretty bad. Sorry about that. I'll keep it in just to have it in, but I'll probably speed through some of it. Because I just didn't talk. That literally just happened. While I level up blood points, I alright, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I don't know, I feel like it's very hard to like make these videos. Not like make them like physically, like, oh, I can make them like anytime. It's very hard to try to make these videos very great. Very great and like well done. So I want to make sure I'm getting stuff right so I don't misinform people. Like my Huntress one, I messed up and like her speed, which was very dumb of me, but I was just getting captured. I'll probably put it in the comments. Like I thought I was saying what I was saying right, but I think I said it in a way that was confusing. Like I just said that. But I do thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please phase walk that like button. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really do those as well as my co-host and producer can. Please walk the like button. Flash on notifications. I don't know. Like make sure they work because they often don't. I have not been notified about a YouTube video in like 5 years. Like myself. Thank you guys for watching it again. I know keep repeating. That was a hard match. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was not used to those footstep sounds. I guess it's just because I haven't gone against a lot of atoms. It's good. Usually you get the Claudettes, the Megs, and all, so you recognize like the lighter footsteps. So it was very weird. But that kind of threw me out of my head, and then I kept second guessing myself. I do think I made a lot of good plays. I messed up on the sound a lot. I'm usually better with speed. It's just I guess since I'm viewing, you're actually viewing me, it's in my headspace. So I just need to get out of that. I just need to get out of that so I can give you all better content. So this is Spirit, obviously. Next is gonna be Legion. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Then uh, those who do watch, vote type um, in the comments if y'all want Hag after everyone, or y'all want me to do Hag as soon as she's able to be done, like when she's P3 herself. Because I can get it in this event. I just need to know if I can know which I want to watch. Because I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be interested in how the plague works, because plague's all the depth yet. But I want to know. Thank you guys. Also, I forgot. I'll probably put this at the video in the beginning of the video, but this is actually after the video I'm recording this. But common question of the day: how are you feeling? Tell me. I want to know. I actually really do want to know. I want to know how you're feeling, guys, about Trickster, of just about life. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Alpha out.